The Directorate General for Penitentiary Affairs of the Ministry of Justice and Human Rights is investigating Graft suspect Angodo Wijoyo.
Of interest is he is receiving a letter according him a conditional release years before the end of his prison term.
The Director General released the statement following public outcry when reports emerged that Angodo Wijoyo, who was sentenced to prison until 2020, had received a conditional release. Ibnu Childin, the Director for Information and Communication at the Directorate, said the department had yet to issue a letter concerning Angodo Wijoyo's conditional release. It is currently investigating the alleged recommendation issued by the medical doctor of the Sukma Sikin jail in Bandung, West Java, and also of the Harapan Kita Heart Hospital in Jakarta. Both have stated that Angodo has an incurable heart and lung condition.
Kami sampaikan bahwa narapidana atas nama Angodo Wijoyo belum diberikan pembebasan bersyarat.
Deputy KPK Chairman Bambang Wijayanto has said the sentence has been reduced by a total of 29 months and 10 days and reveals the law was systematically being hijacked by corrupt and collusive policies. Angodo began his detention in January 2010 and should only be released in January 2020. He has already served 4 years and 8 months of his term. With the reduction of the sentence and the time already served, he has been considered serving 2/3 of his sentence and eligible for conditional release. Under the law, conditional release is granted if the convict has served at least 2/3 of the jail sentence and no less than 9 months, and after taking part in a guidance program for at least 1 year. For corruption convicts, an additional requirement is that the convict shows good conduct for at least 9 months prior to completing 2/3 of his term and has a recommendation from the Director General for Penitentiary Affairs. Conditional releases are granted by ministerial decree. Meanwhile, Ahmed Hari, the head of the Sukma Sikin's guidance section, said that the sentence cut had met all the requirements under the law. He said Angodo had received sentence cuts on Independence Day every year. Special sentence cuts to mark religious holidays and more accorded by the Health Minister on World Health Day. Angodo was jailed to 6 years and fined 200 million rupiah on August 31st, 2010 for bribing several leaders of the prosecutor's office and the anti-graft body KPKA, a total of 5.15 billion rupiah, to access the release of his brother Angodo Wijoyo, who is also a graft suspect in a separate case. The appeals court in November of the same year cut the jail term by 1 year, but added another 50 million rupiah to the fine. However, in March 2011, the Supreme Court doubled the jail sentence to 10 years but maintained the 250 million rupiah fine.